Hello everyone, welcome back to another Backpack Battles episode. So, I got to Platinum with the Pyromancer, and I'm definitely up to play a bit more of her. So she has received a couple of nerfs, but something that hasn't been nerfed are the neutral items. So I wanted to try out, I tried out Flame Whip. Spoiler alert, it's not good. It works, but yeah, not great. So, I mean, I could release the Flame Whip cut if y'all want it, but for right now, what I'm trying to do is I want to get a fancy fencing rapier and supercharge it. Just make it as fast as possible while I'm still able to afford it. So, in our early game, we're gonna get a nice burning coal for pretty cheap here. I'm also very happy to pick up a whetstone. Okay. I think that's just a really solid early game setup. And in the early game, like, early wins are just as strong as late wins. So just going for winning fast is excellent. And it looks like our opponent is getting a shortbow walrus tusk. Very strong early game item. Would definitely counter me. Fortunately, it's not done yet. Okay. This is kind of a tough one because in a competitive sense, I think that getting the piggy bank here isn't great, but then it's like our opponents are not reliably good at the game, so I feel like I can get away with it. And that might not really be like what I ought to be doing, but it's what I want to be doing, you know? Like, I want to be bullying my opponents with like overpowered stuff. I think it might actually technically be better at lower ranks to be a bit more greedy. Because as long as you can get away with it, like, you can snowball and really just take anyone out. So we do find the ingredients for a chili goobert here. I do want chili gooberts, but neither of these items are on sale right now. Okay, I think I just take it. Like, I just take the ingredients, not necessarily going to do it all right now, but because I do want them eventually, I may as well be buying them. And again, I think that's a less competitive way to take things, but as long as I get away with it, I'm pretty happy. I think that the more competitively viable option there would be to reroll looking for a whetstone and try to get this up to a hero sword. But hey, we do win. Okay, and hey, there's a whetstone. Perfect. So we are just getting a hero sword. It's going to be a bit of a temporary thing because in the long term we are looking for yeah, we're looking to get more of the fancy fencing rapier, so we don't really need it that much. But yeah. We're locking in that stamina sack because it does seem like a solid item at the moment. We're going to get the chili goobert soon as well. Okay. And it looks like we are pretty comfortably taking out this opponent. They are scaling quite a bit with this poison. So it might actually be kind of close, but we do manage to win. Okay. And yeah, let's get this chili goobert going. Oop, there we go. We do want more space. That's like #1 priority just about. Alright, there we go. Do we want a box of riches yet? Do we want, like, more economy? I think that is kind of tough. I think I want space first and foremost. So let's go for that first. Okay. Oh, whoops. Do I want to steal goobert? Maybe. We could go for Steel Goobert and like a Moon Shield kind of thing, which would probably help us. But I do want to speed. I want to speed it up. So let's get silly with it. Okay. And we get the chili goobert next time. No reason to stress out. All right. Oh, we do lose there. How unfortunate. Okay. So let's go ahead and roll. We find a stone skin potion, which we could use on the on some support item later down the line. So even if it doesn't do anything for us right now, I'm pretty happy with it. And a sun armor, like even with the nerfs, the sun armor is still real good. So I'm pretty happy to just take those when I can get them. Okay. Yeah, let's just lock in the sun armor and get it. Oh, I forgot to get my goobert once again. Alright. Gotta remember next time. Okay. So, yep, going against shovel, hero sword. Alright. I'm not forgetting these things on purpose, I promise. Yeah. Okay. Get this this holy armor going. Okay, let's pass on it for right now. I think I need more space and other things at the moment. All right. Going against triple short bows and a torch. So they're going to... Yeah, and they also have a lot of stamina generation to keep that up, but they're not really scaling up any of those particular weapons very well, other than having a carrot, which can give them a little bit of empower, but yeah, not nearly enough to actually turn the tables. Okay. Finally remember to craft the chili goobert we have. So here... kind of like the idea of the Crusader here, but the Firebender gives me so much heat that it's kind of hard to turn down. So, yeah. Yeah, let's just take it. And, hey, there is another chili goobert. Alright. So we can go for that. Okay. There we go. And, yeah. We can take another leather bag and send it. Now let's craft the chili goobert this time. Gotta remember these things. Alright. Going against the Captain Diabetes. I think it's like Captain Diabetes. Anyways. Yeah, we do manage to take them out. Alright. So... the Ripsaw Blade used to be really good in the beta, but nowadays you're not really reliably going to see opponents with spikes or crit. So I do believe it is not as good anymore. Let's take that Blood Amulet because it is on sale. But yeah, I think it's time to get to the Holy Armor, finally. So, yep, we can go ahead and grab this Holy Armor here. Let's go ahead and sell off. Do we sell off the Stone Skin Potion? I still want it. I still want my Gloves of Power. But, yeah, okay, let's go ahead and pivot off of it. And okay. We go ahead and get that down. We're crafting up a holy armor as a good little bit of support. Okay. And yeah, we're going to want more mana so that we can activate our friendly fire more consistently. Looks like they do manage to take us out. The Bloodthorn is pretty good against this build because it's very reliant on some relatively small attacking weapons. So, disappointing, but not surprising. Okay. So, do we take a Draconic Orb here? Nah, let's go ahead and roll past. Another Chili Gooberts. Huh. You really are making me choose, huh? But we do get our Rapier finally, so let's go ahead and pick that up. Okay. Now that we have the fancy fencing Rapier, we should be in pretty good shape, all things considered. Yeah, we also don't want this, because it is going to just be holding us back. Okay. We could now take this goobert as well. Okay, fine. Fine, we'll take it. I do think that the Rapier is actually pretty good if you manage to just speed up a ton with heat. So let's go ahead and see how it goes. So as you can see right now, it's doing 13 to 19 damage, and yeah, it's just constantly scaling up little by little every time it hits and consumes some luck. So it also needs to miss first, but you know, it not missing is actually not bad. It does pretty good damage, and we do manage to get through there. Mega Clover Reapers are pretty scary at the moment, but yeah, maybe maybe we can get past them. And we do get our Stone Skin Potion back. Okay. Definitely want to get this going, so I mean, maybe we can just do this, which is a bit of a whack way to do it, but because like we're passing up on an entire Chili Goobert. We could go like that. Yeah, I suppose. Okay, let's run it like this. So we do get another Chili Goobert going. And yep, this is pretty good against blind. So the more blind there is in the meta, the better the fancy fencing Rapier gets. Because, you know, it doesn't really care if it misses. It just wants to, like, you know, because every time it misses, you just get 3 luck. And then, you know, you can hit again later and then actually scale up in damage. And as you can see, this is doing a cool 50 damage per second at the moment. So, pretty dang solid. Feels a lot better than the Flame Whip, I'll say that much. Although being better than the Flame Whip is like walking under a door frame and saying that it's good at limbo. So, you know, it's that is to say, not particularly impressive. Okay, I think I'd be happy getting a high quality ruby in here to help us with sustain. And yeah. Oops. And here, yep, we can go ahead and get this Chili Goobert going to a decent capacity. It'd be nice to get this Draconic Orb as well, so definitely just lock it in, save up for that. And let's go. I think that 1 sun armor is probably enough. From here, we're going to want to just focus on our speed and our support. Okay. Going up against a shaman. Alright, 32 damage per second. Okay. And we're missing, we're hitting, we're missing. And yeah, 55 damage per second at the moment. It is outpacing their double axe pretty handily. And there we go. Alright. Okay, we do find a pineapple, I suppose, but I don't really think I want that. Okay. And yeah. We can grab a chip topaz here and work towards this gloves of haste so we can get a gloves of power, which I think will go really nicely with this fancy fencing rapier, giving us a ton of armor as well as making it deal more damage without really sacrificing its speed, because the way speed works in this game, it all stacks additively, so making it 20% faster is basically like having 10 less heat on that item. Okay, we do lose there. The Staff of Fire does scale faster than our rapier, but yeah, I suppose at the very least we get to spend our mana on other things. So look on the bright side. Okay. So, maybe we go something like this, and that lets us speed up our Chili Goobert a little bit. Okay. We're looking for a bit more space here. And there we go. Yep, let's go ahead and just sell off some of our stuff. And we get that extra space. And hey, we can go like that. Okay. Let's lock in this Draconic Orb. I'm a pretty big fan of having Draconic Orbs. They're fast activators for our Gooberts, as well as letting our Draconic or our Fancy Rapier crit. So, nice support option there as well. We're getting a lot of poison, so we're going to want our Sun Armor to try and clean that up. And yeah, it looks like they just weren't able to keep up with what I have going on here. And it's a Cauldron build. I guess I'm not really too surprised because I tried to make Cauldron work, but it just wasn't impressing me. Okay, we get our Gloves of Power. So here we can go ahead and speed up our Fancy Fencing Rapier. Okay. Let's get our Draconic Orb here. Do we take this Glowing Crown? We could also, like, save it, I suppose. What good does saving it do? Well, like, you know, not grabbing it. I think I do just want to grab it, but maybe I'll wait for another one. I can get it later. Okay. And yep. There we go. And now we can get our 4th Chili Goobert, which will help us speed up our Rapier even further. Alright. So our Rapier is going to be very, very fast. We do need to get a little bit off the ground here, but yeah, as this activates, it's just going to activate all of our gooberts. So we get up to, yeah, a cool like 50-ish heat. All right. You keep it coming, and yeah, this stays at just a really nice heat amount. We're also getting rid of all their spikes, which is keeping the Wolpertinger from giving them Empower or other buffs, which is good. And there we have it. All right, let's take a look at how much this was doing. It was doing a 90.2 damage per second. All right, not bad. So yeah, this is definitely like a more of a slow build-up kind of build, but I mean, I'm pretty happy with it so far. Okay. Do we take a heroic potion here? I mean, it's on sale, so I will be taking it, but keeping it is another story. Okay. Oh, let's sell that off. We'll find better. And there we go.
Fire!
Fire indeed. Okay. Going up against a hammer build. They don't have any daggers, so I'm feeling pretty good about this. They're also like, yeah, they're just stunning us a lot, but they're not really doing much with all that stunning. And yeah. So we get up to 50 heat. Our fancy fencing rapier getting up there in damage. And okay, looks like, ooh, are they outpacing us? We'll see. 1 health remaining, easy every time. All right, that was interesting. So I do wonder, how is that build beating me, right? How is it so good? I suppose I should look at their damage, because it'd be good to know, like, how to get me. Well, it was doing a lot of damage from the hammer. Of course. It was, how much block did you get? You got like 280 block there. Okay, I think it was just like a solid amount of value is what's going on here. And the Kappa Discomfort. Okay, the Kappa Discomfort I think kind of explains it. We're pretty reliant on buffs, and Kappa Discomfort definitely hurts. All right. We can go ahead and pick up a Phoenix. The Revival is going to be really good with the Chili Goobert. With the Fancy Fencing Rapier, because even when it's slowed down, it's still going to do a ton of damage. Okay. Yeah, right. Let's go ahead and roll. Oh, I should have taken that other Draconic Orb. I missed it. My bad. Okay. Yeah, I think I'd rather be getting a bit more heat than a bit more starting health. Okay. Got 10 heat to start. And yeah, our Fancy Fencing Rapier is speeding up a little bit. Now, it looks like they will be taking us out, but we fortunately do get another entire life thanks to the Phoenix. Ooh. But they still managed to beat us. Alright. Where's the unique item? I guess I don't have one. Okay, fair enough. Yeah, their Burning Blade was doing a lot of damage there. Yeah, the Burning Blade and, like, daggers, torch, and sustain off of the sun armor. Alright, I think that Burning Blade is definitely something worth really leaning into. Okay. Let's go ahead and roll. Right, we want to be upgrading our gem in this ruby. Or in this Fancy Fencing Rapier. And, yep. So we do want to get some some rubies in into our armors, but for right now, pretty happy with that. Okay. Going up against a lot of poison here. Hopefully we can scale up faster than they do. Alright. So yeah, our Rapier is really getting up there in terms of damage. You can see it activating pretty fast now. Alright. And at 100 heat, we do win. And this is doing 110 damage per second. Okay. I mean, that is assuming it actually hits, which it doesn't hit all the time. Okay. So, how do I feel about the Rapier? It's definitely a bit of a hard sell, I think. I think it's a good item, right? Like, I think that it's generally underrated because it's an item that doesn't require much setup. And you can just sort of throw it out here. But also, it's maybe a bit less synergistic and like lower impact than some other weapons that you can be getting. Regardless, though, as a weapon that you can just kind of like take on a pivot, you know, you have kind of like weaker weapons and just sort of toss it in there. Yeah, it works. It kind of just serves its purpose. So, okay. Yep, climbing away out of platinum. Feeling pretty good about that. Hope you all enjoyed watching, and I'll see you in the next episode.